A few takeaways from this video. I suppose number one, whether it's your car, motorcycle, and especially your body, use it or lose it. Number two, and I think it goes for whether you're riding a motorbike or driving your car, and when you're running, look as far ahead as possible, keep your head up, and keep a good posture. Last one, I think, simple really. Go, get out, and go and explore your neighbourhood. You never know what you might find. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So this morning I thought I'll take you a run around my neighbourhood. So let's go. At 6 o'clock this morning when I went for breakfast, it was absolutely pouring rain. And now the sun's come out. And as the sun dries the vegetation and so on, I think it certainly adds to the humidity, which doesn't help, of course. I'll try and stick to the shade as much as possible. I find as I get older, certainly the ability to shed heat has reduced dramatically. I'm not sure if it has something to do with age or whether I've just got more fat. Let's cross the road. So see below us, that's an international school, and this valley, if you like, was the ocean, and everything beyond that was the ocean. The beauty about Pokfulam is that I've got so many choices of routes I can run. I can run by the sea, I can run up a mountain, I can go on trails, I can stick to the road. I'm 60 years old next year. Definitely a firm believer of, if you don't use it, you lose it. A couple of runs, 3 times a week. As men get older, well, probably women too, is that better not to be doing too much cardio, like marathons, right? High intensity is the name of the game. I keep my runs below 10 kilometers these days, but I try to incorporate a bit of hill, sprint or stair training. I'll show you in a bit. I think Pokfulam is very well underrated. Just check out this $1 million view in front of us. Can't argue with that, can you? So directly in front of us, that's Chow Chow. I've taken you to that island in episode 18, and then where the ship is now and the 3 chimneys, that's Lamma Island. Over there, that's Lantau and Disneyland. What's lovely is to be able to come out here at different times of day and varying weather. This sounds obvious, but it really does add so much to my memories of Pokfulam. It's 5:45 on a Saturday morning and the air is still. Not a blade of grass is moving. Now, this being facing west, the real best view is sunset. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right in front of us is Cyberport. We're coming into Telegraph Bay, and as a rule of thumb, everything to the left where it's hilly, that was the old shoreline, and everything to the right or directly in front of us where it's flat, this has been reclaimed. So you can see the curved shape of the bay. We're coming up to one of my least favourite, or should I say favourite, bit of my high intensity training. You see this staircase right in front of us. It's got to be about, I don't know, 7-8 stories I reckon, if not more. So I'll do that a few times and get my rest on the way down. And of course, I couldn't help doing my rocky gesture at the top of those stairs. So, let's carry on. This is one of the so-called cross-country routes I take. Generally in the morning, it's still dark, and if it has been raining, I would actually try to avoid it, especially if that long grass in front of us hasn't been trimmed. Yeah, I've had a run-in with snakes in the past. I don't care if they're poisonous or not, but certainly gives me the willies. And the other thing is, when we run, kind of like when we ride a motorbike really, to keep your head up. First of all, you see what's ahead of you as far in front of you as possible, as you would on the road. And don't ask me how I know. When I run up these trails, I've actually smacked my head against fallen trees simply because I wasn't looking ahead. Very stupid, right? Of course, there's also health benefits too by keeping your head up. The average human head is 5 to 11 pounds. Okay, now imagine you're holding a, let's say, a 10-pound bowling ball on your wrist like that, but with your wrist cocked, like having your head bent. That's a lot of strain on your wrist. But if you had it balanced like that, you can probably hold the bowling ball for a fairly long time. So the same thing with your neck really. Posture is very important, especially if you're working in an office, right? And you sit most of the day, get it right, or it's going to lead to a lot of problems. So I mentioned before about settlements in the hills. You can see in front of us staircases, definitely built walls, tiled walls. That's probably a toilet or kitchen, I have no idea. These probably came about after the Second World War with refugees and so on, but they've all been moved and rehoused into proper housing. Okay, let's try another route. This is the Telegraph Bay Cable House, but they've kept it. Around it, they've built an international school. On the hill in front of us, as you can see, there has been quite substantial slope reinforcement works that has been carried out probably in the last 30 years. Towards the top, there are these giant cable fences, I'll call them. I'll show you later, but they remind me of like the fences in Jurassic Park. In this case, of course, we're not keeping out dinosaurs or T-Rexes or anything like that. It's simply to prevent any landslide or trees from crashing down during the rainstorms. There is a path through here which gets me to those giant fences, but given the recent rains in the past month or so, this is totally overgrown, and I'm not going to take my chances wandering through there. I'm going to step on something I don't want to step on. I'm getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes here, but I thought I'd give you a sense of the scale of these giant fences. Oh, this fence has stopped one giant rock from rolling down the hill. So this path has always existed. But it was a bit crumbled, and I think about 5 years ago we essentially tidied it up. So again, you see on our left the remnants of some settlements from the past. Halfway or 3/4 of the way up this damn hill. Had you not known the history of Telegraph Bay, you'd be wondering what nutter would keep a sailboard in a bloody jungle. Here's one of those trees that has fallen during the storms, and if you don't keep your head up, guess what? Bang! And bang again. Like I said, don't ask me why I know. You will recall earlier I was going on about keeping your posture correct, right? Keep your head up high and look ahead. Well, take it with a pinch of salt. As they say, do as I say and not as I do. So guess what? I smashed my head against this just yesterday running. So there's only one solution to this. I'm going to sort it out with this once and for all. And if that saw doesn't work, I'm going to use this cookery. One down, one more to go. No problem. No big deal, nothing to do on a Sunday. Oh, it is so hot. And the humidity, oh my goodness. It's like swimming in hot water. Oh, water. I've been propped up at the other end, that's why it's not falling. Bloody ants. Right, done. Just got to move out of the way now. So, hopefully I won't bash my head again. Until next time.